It's up to me to save this
Oh,
situation.
knight in shining armor,
Yeah,
GG.
hey, back ahead.
Here to save the day.
Get the chocolates!
Doki Doki, I'm not Greg.
And I'm Jem.
Welcome back. In our last episode, we had some chocolate time with Yuri.
Some very strange chocolate time with Yuri.
Sliding that chocolate all up in her.
Quite rhythmic breathing.
And now we we wrote a poem, if you remember.
We did. I'd forgotten about that.
We haven't read it yet, so who should we show the poem to first?
Let's just kick it off with Monika, eh?
Back to the old Mons.
That fiery redhead.
Hi again, Gigi. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Something well,
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what
Yes.
you wrote for today?
Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monika.
Alright. This one's good. Not like the last one. It feels like you're not getting more... It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Wow. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style?
I guess so. Her writing style, that's what I've been paying attention to. Yeah. You can't deny that she's talented.
Is that what she calls them?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen.
I noticed that too.
When she bends over to pick up that pen. I noticed that.
What's not to notice? Well, when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside her.
Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes in that head of hers?
I hope you don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her.
Yeah?
Eh?
You completely misunderstood.
Calm down. I'm kidding. You bastard.
No, you're not. I know what you're up to. Monika.
Besides, I'm pretty sure she already has a boyfriend, so you can stop paying attention to her and pay attention to me.
Wait, really?
Yeah, a fictional one anyway.
Jesus Christ.
Because she's a loser like that.
Monika kind of whispers that last part to me.
It's just a hunch, but...
Well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Well, of course you're happy about that, PG.
Well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours.
Oh, fuck.
Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Speaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaninglessness. Of meaningless. Load me.
What?
Load me.
That's what the kids are calling it these days. Load me, Gigi. Load me. Okay.
It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see.
Yeah, that's what I got from it. Yeah, that's
Yep. I'm a poem analyst now. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question.
Load me.
A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling.
Load me.
Like loading me, load into me, load me, or a conversation with a reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something.
But this one is. Load me.
Anyway, here is Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about?
What? Yeah, just...
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
That bitch just broke the fourth wall.
Alright, who do you want to show to next?
Yuri. Let's just go. Top,
go,
bottom
just-
to top, bottom to top.
Alright, just go for your girl, Yuri. Oh man, look at that blush.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Ooh. She's not happy about this one.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Gigi, this one might even be better than yesterday's.
Oh, okay, I'm mistaken.
How did you even pick up on this so quickly?
Just learning from you. Just being in your
Just
presence.
yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
It's all because of me.
Uh.
Oh.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining with those mouthfuls of chocolate. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery.
Yuri,
Why am I reading it in her voice? Yuri visibly swallows.
Oh, yeah, she will. I mean,
Wow, okay. Jeez.
Oh.
Any underlings watching this, don't show your parents. Even her hands appear sweaty.
Oof.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
Being so turned on at school.
I don't know.
It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Oh, how gracious. What a gentleman.
You're a patient dude, Gigi.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing,
Yes, it was by her writing.
Mm.
It was all you, baby.
it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself.
Is this a metaphor for masturbation?
That escalated quickly.
No? Am I reading too much into that?
I think there's a lot of things that can be read into in this game.
And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Oh.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends. ... Yuri doesn't respond to that.
Because she doesn't have any friends.
I wonder why. ...
Really? Really, Gigi? He's like a detective in everything, but that he doesn't pick up on.
No.
It's just like, oh, yeah, strange. Why does she want to talk about all her friends that she has?
Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today?
Yeah. I do. If it's with you.
Ooh.
Ooh. The raccoon.
Oh, this is a bigger one. Alright, let me get the...
Jesus, yeah, she really quite
Well, Gigi was like, that last one was pretty short. And she's like, alright, fuck you then.
Yeah, well, here you go. Here's a bloody essay, mate. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. This is a weird poem. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft, The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again.
Oh my god.
She's so deep.
Oh, so deep.
Man. The raccoon was her.
Oh my god.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
Nothing more daring than the raccoon. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style.
There's something about my preferred writing style that just is so cringy to me, hearing someone say that. My preferred writing style.
It's like, you're in high school,
Yeah,
you don't have a style.
You're 16, I'm sorry.
J.K. Rowling has a style. You know, Stephen King has a style. You, Yuri, you don't have a style. You're in a literature club. Let's be real here.
Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies.
Like buttered bread.
And melted chocolates. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Gigi?
Well,
I'm really into using butter as lube. Is that weird?
metaphors. Yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other in our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself.
Wow. Moving on.
Escalated quickly.
Yeah.
I might be ranting a little bit now.
Yeah, just a touch, Yuri, just a touch. Got a bit weird.
Wrap it up.
Got a bit weird. Let's just close this conversation down.
But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things.
Oh, you have no idea, baby.
Writing, listening,
Sliding.
chocolate
Chocolatizing.
praising. There really aren't many people like you, Gigi.
No, that's exaggerating a little bit.
It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it.
Come on, let's wrap it up. Yuri.
It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that.
It's nothing really.
Yuri smiles sincerely.
Yuri smiles sincerely. I just see the Yuri. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Thank God.
Alright. You want to go Natsuki?
Natsuki, let's go.
Still going from the bottom up? Alright. Huh. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either.
Phew.
It wasn't a compliment. Huh? Phew what?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Wait, did I say that out loud? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing it, baby. You'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength, but you never really struck me as her type. You know, you look like a guy who's more into girls with, like, pink hair and, like, manga and bakes cupcakes and stuff, maybe.
So Yuri has a type, all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? You're disgusting. She should like me. It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Fucking Natsuki is savage.
The deep voice really
Yeah.
brings it across too. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Oh god, this is a long one too.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound, to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. What is this bitch's problem? Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Jesus Christ. Fucking vindictive as shit. Do you think that's, do you think Yuri is Amy?
Possibly.
Because, I mean, that kind of, like, I heard her singing my favorite love song she was humming the other day, remember? And she's very, like, standoffish towards Yuri.
I'll tell you what I
wouldn't say
do
they're
know.
Friends.
That's a shit poem.
This fucking sucks, man. Not bad, right? It's pretty fucking good.
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
I really like the length and the paper. Paper was nice too. Is it a blue pen?
I like how I had to endure it.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like you're stupid.
Because you like spiders.
Like anyone who would agree with the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Oh, of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... that doesn't matter. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that they're afraid people will find out about. They make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Like you're stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as you're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Oh, that's funny.
It's hilarious.
Yuri wrote about something similar today.
Huh? Did you say Yuri?
Yeah.
I fucking hate Yuri.
She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things.
Really? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to teach her a lesson. I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. She probably like spiders or something. Not that there's anything wrong with that, though. I mean, it's not like I would judge her or anything.
Natsuki has trouble finding words.
I guess I should try to not be so mean to her. I mean, if she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, just because she's a weirdo, I hate people who are weird. I mean, who make me feel insecure. Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson.
Well, I would say so. You really know how to drag on, don't you? Fuck me.
Natsuki slides the knife back into her bag. We'll be needing this today.
Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem.
I've never known anyone who gets like so angry about other people writing differently to them than these people.
Yeah, I know, they seem quite annoyed. Like, do they have other classes? Or do they just spend all day, like, bitching about each other's poems? Like,
it's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Alright, on to Sayori then. This will be a lighter conversation.
We hope so.
Ooh, I like this one, Gigi. It has some nice feelings in it.
Oh, I'm glad.
At least pretend to care.
Does that mean it's better than yesterday's?
Let me think. I don't know. They were both pretty shit. I guess I like them both.
That's not very helpful, you know.
Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem.
I'm not sure that's exactly how it works.
That is kind of exactly how it works, isn't it? Isn't that exactly how it works?
I'm not exactly a poem expert, but maybe? Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe? Yeah, that's what I said. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place.
I just came here for the cupcakes and the titties now.
And like in the little chocolates.
Yeah, me neither.
Why don't you at least try giving it some thought?
Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet.
Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point.
Oof. Threatening.
Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind.
Well, whatever.
Whatever. Can you show me your poem so I can go talk to Yuri?
Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes I like a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right?
Consistent.
What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet! Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad.
Happy and sad. Can't see you liking something sad, Sayori.
Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow.
Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic.
It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Gigi. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay?
Thank God.
Oh, it's another long one.
Man, they're really just busting out the essays today. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar.
Jesus Christ.
Just wait up, hit it hot. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way, down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets within the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping.
It's got overtly sexual really quickly.
Yeah. I don't think quick really quite describes it. I blow dust.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, well, that was a fucking lovely poem.
Can I? Oh, I fucked up.
Oh, what did you do?
Oh, damn it.
Well, it was a pretty crap poem anyway.
I'm sorry. I was trying to scroll down and by clicking out I exited it. Well,
holy crap.
This was so good I almost finished reading it.
Sayori, did you really write this?
Of course I did, because it sucks. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, where is it?
Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
I thought you had talent.
Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it.
Aw, thanks. I feel like...
It's literally just like, he's like, yeah, it's good, yeah, feel proud about it. And,
Yeah, good.
and she's like, oh my god, he likes it.
Yeah, you're just like,
He's
yeah,
like, dude, yeah, it's fine.
great, didn't even read it.
Yeah. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic!
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah! Writing's the best! I'm gonna keep writing until I die!
Don't get ahead of yourself.
What was that?
Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really need to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern of mine as well.
Yeah, Yuri's gonna embarrass us.
I don't really do well with last-minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually gonna be doing for the event.
Ah, sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
Performing?
Monika?
Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us is going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all in the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
What was that? Sayori, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea?
Well, no. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone but until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I am sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with your self, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes... if all it takes is standing in front of a room full of for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Better than I can speak.
Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree.
So eager. Yeah, sure. Fucking whatever.
I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright! For you. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
He likes the word dejected, doesn't he?
He likes to just throw in a random word there.
Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
Oh, dramatic.
Wow.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way.
Monika, this is too sudden.
Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers?
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Ahahaha, of course. Now let's see.
Monika flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Someone out there? Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine.
Oof.
She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life.
With the way that I'm voicing her.
Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. I don't get it. Finally, Monika finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori?
Oh, I'll go next.
Oh, hell yeah. Yuri.
stepping up to the plate.
She's got to impress Gigi, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Ooh,
That's it.
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called...
You can deep voice there, Yuri.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri.
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Okay.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? I wonder. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman.
Ooh.
Quivering. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself.
Hi.
It's up to me to save this
Oh,
situation.
knight in shining armor,
Yeah,
Gigi.
back ahead.
Here to save the day.
Get the chocolates! I'm the first to start applauding.
Oh.
Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten.
Yeah, that was it.
As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. I guess I'm up next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
I think we'll wrap up this episode and we'll have Sayori's.
There is so many poems,
Poem
man. So
in the next
many poems.
episode.
Jesus Christ.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you dug this episode, like it.
Subscribe it.
Do the things with it.
Hit bells and watch other videos. And
Yeah. I don't know.
Bye.
See ya.